What's good everyone, welcome back to another video on the YouTube channel. And this video is going to be a live trade that I took on NasDaq. And before we get into the video, I am just going to show you guys a quick run through of the higher time frame order flow on NasDaq. If we look at the daily chart, you guys can see that we have a range bound price action. So from this low to this high, price is just trading inside of equilibrium. There's no real area of imbalance for price to trade into, and we are trading with SMTs at the lows and SMTs at the highs. So this is one of the reasons why I prefer to take scalps on NasDaq right now, because we are not in a trending market. A trending market looks like this, where down close candles are being respected and price is going higher, or up close candles are being respected and price is going lower. However, if you look at this range, prices failed to break above these highs, and if we look at these lows, prices failed to break below these lows. So we are just in a consolidation range, and the key to trading consolidations is looking at equilibrium. And on the 4-hour chart, it's pretty much the same thing, price is trading inside of a range. And when I move you guys onto the live trade, you guys can see that I give you guys a full rundown of where I think price is likely to go, how it's going to go there, where the invalidated areas are, and why price is doing what it's doing. So the number one tip I would give to any new trader is, if you're looking for a mentor, and if your mentor can't explain why he's doing what he is doing, or why he's entering in the market, and what he expects from the market in detail, I would suggest you guys find a new mentor. Other than that, that was a quick rundown on NasDaq. I will let you guys watch the live trade. What's good everyone, welcome to a live trade right now. I am short on NasDaq, and I am expecting price to reach into these lows right here. So we have sell side liquidity resting below these lows. And I will refine this some more. So this is the current position I'm in. You can see that the price action is quite choppy. However, I do believe that NasDaq is likely to draw lower, and it is going to take out these lows right here. So that's where my take profit is. My stop loss is above this green candle, because if we are to trade up higher, this up close candle should support us to go lower. So this should be a short video. NasDaq should fall easily all the way to the sell side liquidity. And if we look at what YM's doing, YM looks nice to fall lower as well. This is the position I'm in right now. It's a 1 to 2. And it's some quick scalps on the NasDaq. Right now we traded back into this fair value gap. This should support us to go lower as well. And we had this retracement higher because we traded into this area. You can see this is where price is ranging. As I've taught you guys numerous times, when price action has no area of fair value or an imbalance to return into, it will always find equilibrium. And equilibrium from this swing is this down close candle's high and this candle's low. You can see we trade into 50% and we are trading away. When you spend the majority of your time in front of these charts, you should be studying what not every fluctuation is doing, but what time price is moving, why it's moving, where it's moving from, and what supports the idea for price to move. When you start to engage in the market like this, okay, so now we're trading away from this fair value gap. I would like us to close below this candle's low, and then this should support the idea for us to keep continuing lower. And if we look at the S&P chart, I do believe that it is going to take out this low that's made right here and these lows right here. Now we're just accumulating inside of this fair value gap, and all I want to see now is a close below this candle's low, and I want to see a body which closes below. Once we have a body close below, I will be more than confident to see price trade into the sell side liquidity. As we get closer to 8 AM, I do believe that's where we will see the expansion lower into the sell side. As you can see right now, nobody is closed below this candle's low. So this up close candle right here, this is not an order block. As you can see right here, nobody closed below this candle's low, and this up close candle is not treated as an order block. Price can trade up higher into this fair value gap again, accumulate, then trade lower. And if we go back to the S&P chart, you can see that we've taken out the sell side below this low. I still believe that these lows aren't safe and we will target them pretty soon. And now we're trading away from the fair value gap. All I want to see is a body close below this low. That's all I asked for. Then we can start to look for this up close candle to support price to go lower. And this is something that I'll be watching for, a sharp sell off into the sell side. So we have about 30 seconds for this candle to close. And I'm pretty confident that we should keep going lower. And whenever a new hourly candle starts printing, the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes, that is a macro that the price goes into. And this is typically where you want to see an expansion take place. So as we're getting closer to 8 AM, the last 10 minutes should support price to go lower. And now we've had a close below this candle's low, and I do expect us to keep trading lower, and we will take out the sell side pretty soon. Okay, so now if we look on the 1 minute chart, you can see that we traded back into this fair value gap. This gap should support us to go lower. If we break up higher above this gap, this is the last area that I would expect price to go into for it to trade lower again. Now we're into the last 10 minutes of the hourly candle. This is where I would expect price to start trading lower, and we will go into the sell side liquidity, or we cap the hourly candle here, and as we get into 8 AM, we start to trade lower. However, I do want to be out of this position before 8:30 because this is only a small scalp and I don't want to hold into a large news event. Okay, now we've closed in the fair value gap and we should start to trade lower smoothly. And this orange line right here, this is our sell side liquidity pool. Here you want to see a body close below this candle's low. And now we have the expansion into the sell side. And this is where I am out of the trade. Okay, so this was a quick scalp on NasDaq and it was a 1 to 2. This is where I sold short inside of this fair value gap before it was made. And this is where I took profit. And I made around, I think it was $1,500 for around 15 minutes of work. If I draw your attention to the higher time frame fractal, this was a market maker sell model. This was the large original consolidation. This is where price had a reversal. So this was the low risk sell into this up close candle. First distribution formed inside of here. This was a silver bullet. And over here, this is what I traded. This was a reaccumulation area. And I gave you guys a walkthrough from where I was entering, where my stop loss was, and where I got out of the position. And you can see this is where we are having a reaction away. And if you want to see me record any more live videos, I'll be more than happy to do so. And make sure you guys are following me because I do have an announcement on the 1st of May that I do believe will help you guys on your trading journey. So other than that, thank you for watching and I hope you found this video useful.